Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today to the Run with the Sun podcast. I'm Evan, I'm your host today. Today we got Shandy Tex with us here, so we're going to talk a little bit about Shandy's journey into the solar world. So welcome to the show, Shandy.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive in.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Me too.
Very.
I really, being on camera is not my thing. What do you think is important for people to know about you?
I think that I chose the solar business because I wanted to help the earth. You know, I didn't want to go into a job that wasn't making a difference, so I didn't just come into the solar industry or go to school for it just to like hop into it and, you know, make some money. It was more because I actually cared about the earth. So that, I think, is a big difference.
Which I think is kind of unique, too.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing. Well, tell me about that school.
Yeah.
Did you go to school for solar or renewables? Or
yeah, so I graduated from Bismarck State College with an Associate's in Applied Science for Energy Services and Renewable Technology. So it was kind of like a broadened thing about renewable energy. I know we did some stuff with wind energy there, too. But we did do some solar stuff there, so that's.
And this was
I went to school in North Dakota.
In North Dakota.
Yep.
So how many people were in that class?
It was a 2-year class, and we started off with, I can't remember, like 11 or 12 kids, and by the end of it, I was the only one left. I was the only one that graduated.
Wow. Up there in oil country.
Yes. Yeah.
And then how long ago was it that you graduated?
2 years, I believe. May of 2019, I believe.
So then this is your first job in the industry?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I could not get a job in North Dakota.
Doing solar?
Yeah.
Is there wind up there?
Yes.
There's a lot of wind?
Yep, there's a lot of wind farms in North Dakota because it's windy all the time there. But people are not on the solar train.
So you had
one
to come
day
somewhere where it was.
Yeah.
So that's specifically what you were looking to do with solar.
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing. What do they say? Like, how far is the sun away? 93 million miles? So it's like a 93 million mile away nuclear reactor that we're using wirelessly to
harness
to
energy.
power homes.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Almost a type 1 civilization.
Yeah.
On the Kardashev scale. Like that? I like that.
I like that too.
Well, let's see. So you moved down to Arizona not very long ago.
No, yeah, at the beginning of November. Just, I don't want to say like on a whim, because we did look into the areas and I knew that there was quite a few solar companies, but I didn't have a job lined up or anything. I just kind of came down and hoped that it would fall into place.
I dig it. So you followed the sun.
Yep. Yeah.
So you applied at a couple different places?
Yeah, well, when I was in North Dakota, I tried to, but no one would for sure give me a job while I didn't live down there. You know, even though I told them, like, we have an apartment lined up, we are moving, but no one would say yes to a job until we came down here. And then I did go to a couple other places and get applications and stuff, or ask if they were doing it there at the office if they were hiring.
What kind of jobs were you looking for when you applied from North Dakota? Were you looking for like sales position jobs or like operations?
Well, kind of anything.
Installation?
Anything, yeah, installation. Anything to get my foot in the door, honestly, because I went to school for the technician side, but I've kind of always wanted to know how the whole thing worked. So I wasn't going to be mad about what position I was in because I would like to know the whole thing.
Okay, that's cool. So did you foresee yourself being in a sales type position?
I don't know if I really thought about it that hard, but I knew that eventually that I would want to try sales, yes.
To talk to people, to show people the value
and
of solar?
The only reason I think I can do it with solar is just that I'm not lying to people. I'm not trying to sell them like some little product that I know doesn't work, that I don't like, that I don't support.
Yeah.
It's more like I'm sharing information to help you, to help me and our planet. So that's why I
cool.
think it's okay.
That's kind of why I'm in this too. It's hard to talk to somebody else about something that you're really not interested in.
Exactly.
Which I think is like a big plus to this. But that's the thing about like a job like this is like you have to have the passion.
Yeah.
And not to be like negative or put anyone down, but because this industry does involve sales. Sometimes you get people that come into this industry from other industries that were selling other things, security, HVAC,
Right.
windows, soft water, all that kind of stuff. And they look at it like a sales job.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a really important thing over here that kind of separates us is like, I look at it like an educational job,
Yeah.
right? There's like, we're here to teach people
Mm-hmm.
about the availability
Yeah.
for how they can get power through solar and then qualify them for it.
That's a really good point because I don't feel like a salesperson that's like pushy. It's more like I just want to give people the resources to understand and make, good decisions for themselves and their families and the earth.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're able to do that here?
Yeah.
This is like a good place to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you still have to go home and look yourself in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to look in the mirror and say, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a salesperson.
Yeah.
Right?
Right? Yeah. If I had to go to bed and be like, oh, I knew I was just trying to sell something to someone that's going to fall apart next week, I couldn't, I wouldn't want to do that.
7-year-old Shandy didn't dream about doing those kind of things.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Now that you're out here,
Yeah.
what, like, the content of your day, what's your day like?
So far, well, it was a bunch of training right away, which I really did. Yeah, I really liked the way you guys did training because I didn't have any prior experience, coming straight out of school, which is totally different.
Right.
Your day in the school life compared to having an actual career job is
Right.
not the same.
It's
Yeah,
like
so
actually applied.
yeah, training was very cool, and I liked the way you guys broke it up into a couple weeks and did the whole door knocking thing as one, so we could learn how to talk to people at the door, because we don't want to like bombard people with loads of information that they don't know how to comprehend at the door.
Right.
Just like give them a little bit, let them know that we're here to help them make decisions, good ones for their homes, and then be able to come back and then explain it, so I like the way you guys broke up training.
Was that different than you thought it would be when
Yes.
you heard, like, we do a lot of door-to-door stuff?
Yeah, I actually, because in North Dakota, that's not really a thing.
Door-to-door?
Yeah.
Is it because people live like a mile away from each other?
I don't know what the deal is, why that's like not a thing, but I kind of was surprised that it works so good, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've seen success?
Yes. Yeah.
You were out yesterday, right?
Yep.
You guys had a good day?
Yeah, Rodney and I.
Cool.
Yeah, it was very good. It was funny, the two of us, because I know there was a couple people that I think looked at Rodney right away because he's a big dude, and then looked at me. And I remember this lady was looking at Rodney and she's like, and then I had to start talking and she was like, oh, you're such a little doll.
So you get your foot in the door because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is a big part of knocking doors is like first impressions.
Yeah.
You have this thought or this mind frame that people don't want to speak to you, that you're invading like their day or their personal space. So being disarming, it's not the easiest job for everyone.
Right.
But you've enjoyed it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. I like movement. I like going out. I like being outside, and I like talking to people. So,
yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Those are all things you get to do.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's a big part of this industry, right? Is like finding our clientele.
Yeah.
Like for anybody, doing this for the amount of time I have, what I realize is like there's not a lot of people, unless maybe you're talking about like businesses or cities that are like actively looking to put solar on their home. It's almost like all the early adopters, the people that were like, oh, that's an option, I can do that, have kind of already set up.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's like, it's kind of on us to go and find these people.
Yeah, to keep it going.
And present to them,
Yeah.
the choice that they've got. So as you go and do that and find customers, people to sit down with and talk to you about it, what has the next part been like when you sat in home, when you talk to the homeowners?
Well, actually, my only experience with that has been with you.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I can tell you all about what that was like. Yeah. When you think about kind of the future, I know you don't have like a ton of time in this industry so far.
Right.
But from your experience and then based on like being in school, as you look towards the future, maybe like the next year or so, what do you think, what does it look like for you?
I have thought about this a lot, actually, and I my mind just goes a million directions. I'm just so excited to like be here and be doing the solar thing that my mind, I can't even explain where it goes. I just know that like I feel like this is where I want to be.
Sweet.
And I've never felt like that before, like with a job. So
Wow.
I'm just
That's
so
huge.
it really
Wow,
is.
that's
I've
really
never
cool.
felt like that before. So it's really nice to feel like that I want to stay here, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll take a little credit for that.
Yeah.
We try and provide like a good
Yes.
atmosphere for people. Right?
Everyone here is so genuine. Like, you guys are so awesome.
I think we all just like really enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah, well, that's why I feel like this is so nice. Like, the day came and knocked on your door.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you came into this. You came and knocked on our door.
Yeah, I got to actually talk to you guys. I didn't have to, like, go through a receptionist who didn't know where you guys were, what you were doing. Like, you guys are the owners, and I get to sit and talk with you whenever I want.
We all come together collectively to do like this bigger vision. We all get to be a part of it. Everybody has their different role, but it's like this team. I love that. It is definitely a way that I look at this. We are all contributing to this greater vision.
So nice. It really is.
Let me ask you this though. I just thought of this. So, like, as a female, going out and knocking doors, I know there's a lot of. I know just for like anybody, there's hesitation about that or worry about being out there and being on someone's property.
Right.
What's especially as a female, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, all the people out there in the world.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's that like for you? How do you view that? How do you overcome if you have to overcome any fear?
Right. I definitely, since I haven't been out by myself yet, I've only gone door knocking with partners, so I have not done that yet, but I have thought about it, and part of it does make me nervous just because I'm new to the area.
Okay,
obviously, it's not the same as living in a town that I've lived in my entire life. I just moved here, but I gotta think, just that what you said, we can fire our customers if someone's being
I did say that.
Someone's being too much at the door. I'm not gonna like put myself into a situation that could potentially like hurt me or do anything like that. And I know that if I'm going out by myself, that I'll definitely bring some like pepper spray, just
for the dogs and everything, huh?
Yeah. Or maybe for people, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope not. Then what do you think, as you've gone out with other people, partners to knock doors, do you feel like what you've experienced on the doors, like what your preconception of what this would be like? Do you feel like the people, the way they answer the door, are responsive the way that you initially thought before you started it?
Right. It's so weird because there's so many different walks of life. Like, some people, like, I can pinpoint are exactly how I would think that I would answer the door. Like, hey, I'll give you a second to talk and stuff. But some people are actually interested in solar and will tell you right off the bat, hey, I've looked into this. I don't know exactly where to go, and they want appointments right away.
Which is cool. It's
very nice.
It's like affirming.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. So we can talk all about solar and the depths about solar, but one thing with this job that I think as people take it that they don't really consider is like the content of their day to day. The fact that you get to meet so many different types of people.
Yeah.
You really get to see how like the communities. Do you recognize that? Do you feel like?
Yeah, and you have no idea how people live, and now especially with like the pandemic thing still going on, a lot of people are working from home. We go to homes that you can tell they're trying to teach, online classes and stuff,
doing those.
Yeah, yep. So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, I think that's one thing to me that like brings this really together full circle is like we're all, I mean, to get like a little green with it, I guess. I mean, we're all part of the same world, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can call that green, what you would call that. I mean, we're all a part of the same program here, really.
Right.
In life. And so, like, as you talk about, like, this company and you feel like it's authentic and
Yeah.
people, like, we're connected, people are accessible, you can get a hold of who you need to. Like, I feel like it's kind of the same with our customer base, or as we go out there, that you really get to be a part of the communities where you're
Yes.
knocking these doors. We're kind of all in this bigger thing together.
And then to be able to be a part of, like, the installation process and knowing when things are going to be, that we can go back and talk to them and make sure, you know, that they're happy, that things are going the way they thought they were going to, and be able to, like, build those relationships then with people. I like.
Yeah, which are great. And then,
Yeah.
you know, for them to pass that on.
Yeah, because who
to
doesn't want to
others.
share, their good experiences?
Right, who doesn't want
Yeah.
to share? Everybody should share your good experiences.
Yeah.
What do you think people should, like, take away from your experience here and
Right.
your experience getting into this industry? Follow your dreams.
Yeah. Just move to a whole new state and go knock someone's door.
Yeah, let's talk about that. My God, that's like exactly what you did. Just
Yeah.
move to a brand new state and just go knock someone's door.
Yeah.
And now you're knocking many people's doors.
Yeah, right? It's more like I was a little bit discouraged because I did go to school and I couldn't find a job in North Dakota, you know? So I was like, I don't know if I just went to school and wasted my time, and then I was trying to get a hold of people in other states, but I couldn't get them to actually offer me a job until I was down here. So honestly, sometimes it's worth it to go for it.
Just take the
You
leap.
know? Yeah, this would have never happened if I didn't try.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Truly. I mean, I think that's a message for, like, a lot of people to step out maybe of your comfort zone.
Very
a
much
little
out
bit
of my comfort
and
zone.
go for it. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Yeah.
You say no?
Exactly.
And then you got to go back to North Dakota
Yeah,
in
right?
December.
Yeah.
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 But you've already been there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining, Shandy. I
Yeah,
think
thank you.
that was great. It's good to hear where you came from.
Yeah.
Your journey in this world, your journey down here to Arizona. So on that, you know, anybody out there listening, anybody, wherever you are, if you're looking for a career in this industry doing solar, please feel free to give us a call. You know, do like Shandy did. Come show up from another state. We're always looking for talented people who have a passion about what we're doing here. We're looking for people to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves. You can call us at 833-358-0358. Call extension 701, and that will come right to me. Like Shandy said, I'm very accessible. Love to hear from you. Love to meet you. Come on out, give us a call, come meet the crew. So thanks everybody for joining in. Y'all have a great day, night, breakfast, lunch, whatever you're doing right now. Enjoy it. Be safe.
Hey everyone, this is Andy Hansen. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen. Be sure to subscribe to the Run with the Sun podcast. You can find us on Apple, Google Play, and Spotify. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to hear all of the latest content. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and lastly, go to our website, cheetahsolar.co, so you can subscribe to our monthly newsletter for all things solar. Thanks again for listening.